Benedict Cumberbatch enters the world of Marvel's superheroes, bringing Doctor Strange to the screen, comic book pages onto the movie screen. This is not a superhero who's as well known likely as Iron Man and Captain America, but Eli is here to tell us, to introduce us to him.
That's right.
There already are T-shirts apparently, though. He may not be.
I managed to find one, so there you go. A little bit of
ready
Doctor
to go.
Strange.
A little inspiration. I just keep thinking about the scene every time Benedict Cumberbatch is at TIFF, and the fans go
for sure.
bonkers for him in whatever role he is in. So will they like him in Doctor Strange?
I think they will adore him. And I think we just have to accept, Heather, that all the great actors of our time sooner or later will don capes and spandex and battle for the forces of Marvel. It's just going to happen. That's the age we are living in. So yes, the leading light of British cinema is now playing a brain surgeon from Manhattan who sounds like a lawyer from Law & Order. Doctor Strange is basically Iron Man with a magical, mystical makeover. In the Marvel Universe, magic is really about the multiverse. So Cumberbatch plays an arrogant surgeon named Stephen Strange. After karma intervenes, he smashes his beloved hands in an accident, which leads him to Kathmandu, looking for answers with a being known as the Ancient One. Except, I'll show you this moment, and at this moment, he's not really ready for that wisdom. Take a look.
You're just another tiny, momentary speck within an indifferent universe.
You think too little of yourself.
Oh, you think you see through me, do you? Well, you don't. But I see through you.
There you go. Body checking his astral being right out of the guy. It's its trip. And so I'm going to jump ahead.
Okay.
A little bit of spiritual jet lag as Strange tries to just come to terms with what just happened. Take a look.
What did you just do to me?
I pushed your astral form out of your physical form.
What's in that tea? Psilocybin? LSD?
It's just tea. With a little honey.
Now that is the Marvel magic. Yes, you have the effects. Yes, you have these people with amazing abilities, but there is that Marvel-branded sense of humanity, and I would say even more importantly, this sense of humor. And so you always have these characters who are in a way grounded. Yeah, they can swing from buildings, they can cast magical spells, but there is still, they're people. They're people just like us. So even when the Ageless One takes him on a trip through the multiverse, there are moments when you are dazzled, where you are just struck by awe. And when he casts spells, sometimes they fizzle like broken light bulbs. So it doesn't always work the way you think. And I have to say, Tilda Swinton, like only Tilda could pull off the ageless wizard known as...
the Ancient One?
The Ancient One.
So you remember the controversy because when she was cast in this role, in the comic, that character is an Asian character,
yes.
And there was talk that this was all part of Hollywood whitewashing. Quite a debate about her in the role. Sounds like she's excellent. I don't know if it'll be enough to silence the critics, but at least they'll appreciate her performance.
I think they will. I think that mitigates it somewhat. She is amazing, steals every scene that she's in. The character was originally Tibetan, and the screenwriters actually said, look, this is a question of just practicality. If you want to release a movie in China, which you do if you want to make global box office, you can't have a Tibetan character. So that is why they changed it. It was a political decision. But then again, it's a very multiracial cast. You've got Chiwetel Ejiofor as one of the Ancient One's assistants. You've got Benedict Wong as the house librarian. However, considering, we just look at the view there, it's set in Kathmandu in part. You have a very kind of Asian design aesthetic. I imagine, as great as Tilda is, you could have found someone else who would be equally as impressive. So a missed opportunity. But what makes this work in the end is that combination of the magic and then how the movie comes back down to earth. And that comes from a Canadian, and it's Rachel McAdams. She plays someone who has a history with Stephen Strange. There was a relationship, they fell apart, and so it's her job to kind of bring this being, this amazing wizard now, kind of back to reality, and she does a great job. Just the way she reacts to some of the magic, you know. A portal opens and closes, and a broom falls over, and she yelps. I mean, I love those little touches. But the real star here, besides Adams, is the special effects. And you might have seen stuff like this and thought, okay, we saw this in Inception. We've never seen anything like this. The battles between wizards turn Manhattan into a concrete kaleidoscope.
Really?
You have buildings twisting and turning like some massive Rubik's Cube. It is stunning.
Yeah,
and
it's
it is spectacle, but sometimes it's worth it. And I would say go see this on the biggest, brightest screen you can find. Yes, even in 3D, which I don't always say. So, 4 stars.
4 or 5.
4 out of 5.
For Doctor Strange.
That's right.
No wonder you bought the T-shirt.